Soul Calibur 6 is a very fun game. The mechanics are refreshing and the graphics are stunning. But at the same time, Soul Calibur 6 is quite complex as well, especially if you're used to playing 2D fighting games. So today I wanted to share 8 important tips to get you started. These aren't in any particular order either, they're honestly all quite important. And even if you've played Soul Calibur games in the past, there's still plenty to learn in this video. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get started. Number 1. How to block effectively. Most combo starters in Soul Calibur are mid attacks, which means they'll hit you if you're crouching. So unlike 2D fighting games, you want to block standing most of the time, because while there are low attacks to watch out for, the more damaging ones are usually reactable. So when it comes to defense, you want to block standing and crouch on reaction. With enough practice, you'll soon be punishing these lows with a full combo, since most of them are very unsafe on block. Number 2. Soul Charge is way better than Critical Edge. While Critical Edge can be a flashy way to end combos, it's usually not worth it unless it wins the round. Otherwise, you're better off using Soul Charge. Not only will you gain access to powerful new attacks, but you'll do more damage on block as well. And Soul Charge is great for defense too, since it activates very quickly and knocks the opponent away, making it the perfect get off me tool. Whereas Critical Edge can actually be interrupted if you're not careful. So even though Critical Edge might look really cool and flashy, Soul Charge is almost always the better option. Number 3. Countering Reversal Edge. This new mechanic can be very tricky to deal with at first, even for veteran players. It absorbs all incoming attacks and does decent damage if it lands. But fear not, any break attack will beat it every time. You can tell which attacks are break attacks because they're covered in electricity, and in fact most characters can perform one by pressing A and B at the same time. And since break attacks leave the opponent in a crumple state, it's Combo City. Now if you don't want to go for the break attack, you can also sidestep as well, which can be a good option if your character's guard breaks are slower than average. Number 4. Learning to break throws. Throws can be quite annoying for beginners. They're unblockable and will catch you trying to sidestep as well. Thankfully, they aren't that hard to counter. If the opponent goes for a standard forward throw, then pressing any attack will break it. Whereas if the opponent goes for a back throw, then press any attack while holding back. You can also hold block while teching the throw as well. This will allow you to break the throw without attacking by accident. And if you have a keen eye, you can even duck under throws, then punish the opponent with a wall rising combo. Number 5. Mastering Guard Impact. If the opponent is constantly attacking you and won't let up, then Guard Impact is great for getting them off you. To perform a Guard Impact, simply press forward before blocking. If the opponent tries to hit you, they'll be instantly knocked down and unable to block or attack, allowing you to go for a fast follow-up. But do be warned, the opponent can still use Guard Impact in this state. And this is why you sometimes see players constantly guard impacting back and forth. However, if your guard impact misses, then your opponent can land a counter hit, so make sure not to throw it out all the time. In fact, one of the best ways to beat a guard impact is to use an intentionally slow move, and that's mainly because guard impact has a small parry window, so it won't be active once your slow attack lands. Number 6. Planning your wake up. It's easy to panic after getting knocked down and start pressing a lot of buttons, but this will often lead to you getting hit again. So instead of rushing your wake up, take your time on the ground. Many attacks will actually whiff when you're lying down, and the ones that don't can usually be avoided by rolling. For example, if my opponent knocks me down near a ledge, then I can roll around him before getting up, and now it's his back against the ledge instead of mine. Number 7. Air Control. This tip is vital for saving your health bar. Many beginners aren't aware they can control their character during an air combo, which means their opponent gets away with crazy high damaging combos. To keep this from happening to you, simply hold up or down after the opponent launches you. After a couple of hits, you'll be able to move away from their attacks. Now, this doesn't work against true combos, but it will prevent infinites and other long air combos of that nature. And this trick can also save you from being ringed out as well, so make sure to always hold the direction if the opponent launches you. Number 8. Learning when to duck and when to sidestep. This step takes time to learn, but will come naturally as you play. Many attack strings have attacks that can be ducked or sidestepped, especially at the end, which means that you can dodge them and then counter with a full combo. For example, this next string ends with a vertical, and verticals hit mid, so ducking won't work here, but a sidestep will. And if you time things correctly, you'll likely land a counter hit as well, and counter hits lead to some of the most damaging combos in the game. But sidestepping also has its own set of risks. If you are hit while sidestepping, then the opponent will get a counter hit on you instead, which is why you want to learn how your opponent plays first and then counter appropriately, even if it takes you a round or two to understand their playstyle. Alright everyone, that's it for the list. Keep these tips in mind when going online and you should do just fine. Please leave a like down below if this video helped you out, and make sure to subscribe for more guides in the future. And feel free to leave any tips you have in the comments down below. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.